What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, coming at you in our bedroom. What is up? It is like 8 in the morning and I wanted to get ready with you because this hairdo is just so flat right now that I was like, I kind of want to curl my hair. Once I curl my hair, it's good for like a solid week. So it's like day 3 of not washing it. I did go in the hot tub and it poured down rain. So it's also like rain hair, but dirty hair is the best hair if you want to curl it. Why not sit down and chit chat and let's get ready together. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and let's get started. Okay, so first and foremost, how cute is this top? And I'm here for it. It's like this baggy tee. I have it tucked in right now, but it's the comfiest thing ever and I don't even have to wear a bra. First things first, we're gonna dry shampoo this because it just gives it volume. Pat Bentley's sitting next to me and he's so freaked out. See his little nose. So we're just gonna let that sit. Michael got me it 3 years ago from Amazon. I'll try and link it for you. Before COVID, I used to curl my hair every week and then like it was perfect because we'd go to events, we'd hang out, like, I don't know, I just always loved having my hair curled. It was ready to go. Never needed a touch up. Since COVID, it's just been a rough go around. If anybody knows me well, they know I hate brushing my hair. Guys, speaking of, it's New Year's Eve. A year ago, my hair was curled for New Year's Eve. I remember Michael and I literally stayed in and had champagne. I also was extremely blonde. Bless you, Bentley. Bless you, Sir Benton. Wow, what a year does. It's been a weird year. Okay, first question. Do you recommend using creatine? I feel like certain supplements aren't necessary. I mean, there's always going to be downfalls of certain supplements, and like, don't get me wrong, I love BCAAs, I love pre-workout, I'm definitely a supplement girl, but personally, I don't think you have to use creatine to get your physique goals. It may help it, but I wouldn't do creatine personally, but I know tons of people that do and they don't mind. How to get into running for someone who has extremely poor endurance. Well, I feel you. I feel like everyone starts off baby steps, if you know what I'm saying. Start running with what you're comfortable with. So whether that's a mile, whether that's half a mile, start running at your own pace. And then each day, try to improve it, whether it's cutting 5 seconds in your mile down or something like that, or maybe adding on half a mile each time or adding on 1/10 of a mile each time until you get to where you're comfortable with. I can comfortably run maybe like 5.5 miles and I've had to work my way up to that. I was not a runner. When people like think I am this professional freaking runner, I am not. I definitely hated running growing up. I couldn't even pass the mile when I was in gym class, but I couldn't. I was like, I'll never be a runner. I'm trying to remove the like, oh no, that's not for me. I'll never do this. Like, I can't be this. Because you can be whatever the heck you want to do. And running is all about practice and ability, and totally practice running and you can become a runner. Those that say I'm not a runner, you can become it. I'm a strong believer that you can become a runner. All right, a lot of people are asking where Michael and I are going to live next on the account of, on my Instagram, I said that we are leaving in May. The plan is to move possibly to Miami. We're not positive. We're actually gonna go to Miami in February and check it out. Just kind of want a change in the pace. I don't know, I'm just not someone that cares to like stay in one place. Buying a house to me is like my worst nightmare just because then that means you're there for like multiple years. So I would personally rather travel around and live in different places and climates and meet new people. So we just thought Miami might be fun to try it out. We still have the beach there, but it's a bit warmer. I've never lived on the East Coast. And you know what? If we don't like it, we can move back. That's the best thing. That's the beauty. When people are like, well, I would never move there. Like, what if I don't like it? It's like, freaking move back, bro. Like, life's all about chances. I don't want to be 80 and be like, man, I should have moved to Miami for a year, you know? What's your middle name? Lee. My middle name is actually my great-grandfather's name. His name was Lee, and my mother's middle name is Lee, Sharon Lee, and my name is Lee. Michael doesn't know this, but if we have a girl, her middle name will be Lee, just so he knows, because it's gonna be passed down. Favorite part about working with Gymshark? I adore Gymshark. I love working with them. I am just obsessed with the clothes, with the material, with the people. The community is so kind. My manager is the sweetest gal around. Christy, I love you if you're watching this. It's just like, they're so warm and welcoming and they make you feel valued and appreciated. Before Gymshark, I was like kind of testing out a couple different companies, and when I would work with them, like I don't know, some would give you weird vibes, some wouldn't really be responsive, some you could tell just didn't care about you, they just wanted you to promote something. Like, I just don't get that from Gymshark at all. Like, they actually care about your well-being. They want you to grow, they want you to learn, they want you to experience new things, and they just support you. Literally support you in whatever you do, and it's like a friend. I guess that's my favorite part, is they care. Going through a fitness slump, how do I get back on track? Gal pal, I understand you. I would recommend either taking a break altogether from the gym so you can remember that you miss it, or trying a new type of workout. Like, what if you're bored of like doing the same routine, go take a cardio class. I know it's kind of hard to with COVID. Maybe learn something new, like, okay, I'm gonna start on sprints, or I'm gonna do bike sprints instead of treadmill sprints, something like that, that kind of like switches your brain up and switches your body up, and like you'll feel that soreness again, you'll feel the endorphins again, you know? So many questions about when we're getting married as well. Honeyboos, not anytime soon, because it is just a crazy world out there. I don't know, I just personally don't really want to plan a wedding in a pandemic. I just don't really want to be stressed out, and we're the ones that will be paying for it, and we already live together, so I'm like, why would I rush when like we could take our sweet time, I could have everything that I want to have. And we also live far away from all of our family members, so they have to travel. So I don't really feel comfortable making them travel during this time, if that makes sense. Someone asked that they drink their coffee before greens and asked if that's bad. Do whatever works for your body. I truly don't think there's any like proper way. It's like, what's your routine like? What are you comfortable with? Does your stomach hurt if you have coffee before greens? That is like my go-to, is when people ask me for those kinds of advice, I'm like, gal pal, listen to your body and then do what works for you, because it's different for everybody. If I was to tell you to train like me and be like, I promise you, you're gonna get abs, that's so not freaking true, because everyone's metabolism is different, everyone's genetics are different, it totally depends on your body. Like, the most important thing in life is you gotta do what works for you. If you would be doing any other career, what would you want to do? That's a great freaking question. You know, before I found what I was passionate about, before I even got into fitness, I felt really lost, and I didn't have like a passion for a certain job. So I had just gotten a corporate job with like a promotional item company, like graphic design firm. I like call a graphic design firm because they designed, but they mostly did promotional items. So I was literally selling t-shirts and like swag. I started off with college kids, so like frats and sororities and things like that. Absolutely hated it. Then I worked my way up into corporate, and I did tech startups, and that was a little bit better, but it's mostly like tchotchkes, or if they're going to an event, they want to match with Patagonias or something like that. That's basically what we sold. And I was not passionate about it. There was no room for growth there. I just hated it. And so I would tell Michael, I was like, I don't like this, like, but I had no idea what to do. I know a lot of people were like, oh, I want to be a fashion designer, or if I wasn't doing this, I'd want to be a singer, an actress. I don't know, like none of that I wanted to do. I had truly no idea what I was passionate about, and that was the problem. And then I found fitness and health and helping people, and that is what my passion became. So undecided with that. I mean, I was always passionate about animals, so I originally went to the college to study veterinarian school to become a veterinarian. Then I realized there's a lot of science, and I was like, I'm out. So then I studied graphic design. So honestly, I have no idea. Or my dad was a creative director, and I thought that was fun because you got to be super creative. But then I realized it wasn't really artistic. All in all, I love what I do. I have no idea what I'd be doing. Tattoos, if you would get any, and if you have any. For those that probably know, I have a tattoo right here, and it's kind of hard to see. So I have a tattoo right here. Let me focus you back in. And I got it when we moved to California. I found a fine line man that could draw really finely. I found it on Pinterest, like I'm not gonna lie, it's on Pinterest. But I kind of reamped it, and I had him change it, and it's just two mountains into a wave, and it meant that I wanted to live anywhere. I love mountains, I love the ocean, I love heat, I love cold. I don't know, I just was like, I'm not tied down to anything. I'm not someone that's like, oh, like I'm gonna stay in Washington forever because my friends and family are there. Like, there's airplanes, I can always travel to see them. That's always been my personality of like, I want to travel the world. So I thought that really resonated with me. My finger tattoo, and that was on the streets in Bangkok, and it was like an outdoor fun market, and we met these really cool guys that were tattoo artists. Don't worry, everything was clean. But I had him draw this, and it's a Viking sign for create your own reality. So that was actually right before I moved to California. I had just graduated college. I had always been identified by Washington and by like things in my past, and I just didn't want to anymore. I graduated, I could literally make whatever I wanted to out of my life. I could move anywhere, I could do whatever the heck I wanted to do. I wasn't tied down anymore. That's what it meant, is create my own reality. And this is my reality. Last but not least, I got a cross on my ankle with one of my best friends. I don't know, we were 18, we wanted our first tattoo, so we got it together, And honestly, the tattoo artist like butchered it. It looked like a sword for the longest time. It was so bad. So those men we met in Thailand fixed it for me. And like, I like it, but I just think it was kind of impulsive. I feel like a lot of people go through this phase where they're like really into tattoos when they become 18 because it's like something you can do yourself. And then you kind of like don't really care after a while. I'm at that point. I thought I wanted more, and I'm just like, I don't know, I just don't care. I'm like, you know, it's nice, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, I guess I'm just through that phase. I don't know if I'll ever get another one. I did want fireproof. A lot of you know that I had a house fire when I was younger, and that kind of turned my life upside down, and I'm proud of how I came out about it. So I thought that would be kind of cool. Like, can't touch this, fireproof. I've always wanted like an airplane, which is really cheesy, but I thought that would be fun. So I don't know, I'm not too passionate about it. So I'm gonna wait until I am, and then one day I'll wake up and be like, I'm gonna get a tattoo. Did you lose your period when you first lost weight? Actually, my freshman year, I over-exercised and I was not eating properly. I just didn't know how to eat, and I thought that I could be on a no-carb diet. I don't even know what I thought that was. I just wasn't fueling myself properly, and I was working out, oh my gosh guys, literally like 3 hours at the gym. I would slave away on the elliptical, then I would run, then I'd do stairs, and then maybe I'd do abs. Truly killing my body. And I remember I went home for break, and one of my friends, I went to go grab a cup of coffee, and I used to have like kind of a big booty. They were like, oh my gosh, Savannah, where did your butt go? And like, I had just lost so much weight, but I wasn't gaining muscle, so I just was like this frail, thin little person. And I definitely think I had a problem with over exercising. I thought if I didn't, I would gain weight. Luckily, I got through that phase. Once I heard, oh my gosh, like people saying like, you don't look good anymore, I cut out doing a ton of cardio. But it definitely was a problem I struggled with for a couple of years of thinking, you know, maybe I'll gain the weight back or something like that. But during that time, I did lose my period. Fam, I have never once lost my period. My gal is always on time, all the time. Even with the IUD, it's always on time. And I had never once lost it. And when I did, it was a wake-up call. I remember talking to my mom about it, and she was like, maybe you should stop working out as much. And I don't know if I've ever really opened up about it, but I definitely over-exercised. It wasn't healthy. My body took a toll, and I don't think I got my period back for maybe 3 or 4 months. How to get through a workout when you're not vibing it at all. Honestly, you kind of have to push through it. Find a podcast, find a new type of album, song to listen to. That's usually what I do, is I switch up my music, whatever I'm listening to. I'm someone that like has to listen to something, otherwise I'm just not that motivated. That's what I try to do, is like, what am I feeling today? Maybe I'll do like a shuffle. I don't even know. But I think that really helps, is like switch up whatever you're listening to, or even take out your headphones and just focus. The best advice you could have given yourself when you first started your fitness journey. That's a toughie, because there's a lot that I would give myself. I would probably say you have to be patient and relentless. You cannot give up. I grew up being like, I'm gonna lose weight, and then I'd like go to the gym for 10 days and then I'd give up. Like, you have to be patient, because it's okay if you don't see results at first. A food you hate: pineapple, curry, and coconut. Those things, can't get them near me. I don't know what it is, but I'm not a fan of any of them. What do you think Michael's best quality is? Michael's best quality is he is the most loyal human you'll ever meet. Friends, to his family. He literally will always have your back, always have best interest, and I love that in him. Literally the first person to support me in anything I do, and I love that about him. I just know he always has my back, and like he is like so devoted to his friends, and he cares so much. Probably say his worst quality, he can be really harsh at times, and if he's watching this, he'd agree. He's not very sensitive, and that's something he's worked on. And I don't know, that's probably the worst quality to me, is sensitivity, because I used to be extremely sensitive when we first met, and then I just realized that his personality, he's not very sensitive. He's not trying to be mean. So I usually curl my hair, and then I'll brush it out. And I don't know about you, but my hair goes flat the minute I use, like whenever I go get my hair done, whatever hairspray they use, it goes flat within like an hour. So I have to like douse it in hairspray. Sometimes I use salt spray. Where in the world do you dream of living? So many places, guys. I would love to move back to Europe, love to live in Spain. Barcelona was so beautiful, such a beautiful city, such beautiful people. I'd move back there in a heartbeat. I would love to live in Bali for a little bit. I would love to live in Dubai for a little bit. That's like what Michael and I want to do, is hop around. A lot of you guys know I don't do a lot of face makeup usually. If anything, I do some highlighter. So for me, it's really the hair that's the accessory that adds it all together. Especially because I just got my lashes done. You can't like put eyeshadow on eyelashes. It like ruins the fake extensions. But I hope you guys liked this little Q&A. It was kind of fun just to sit down, have a little chit chat, have a chill chit chat, and just like talk about life. You and I talk about life. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you next time.